everybody, it's xiCampTvx here, and I'm bringing you a kill-confirmed game on Resistance. I'm using the M4A1 silence red dot here, and I do some work. I collect some dog tags, and I manage to get 30, over 30 gameplay with only 12 deaths, I think. Even though that's not that little, but come on, I was collecting dog tags. Let's get to the commentary. I have two topics for you today. One, how I almost died twice. I almost died twice. And then the other topic is, what would you do if you won the lottery? And I'm talking about the Mega Millions here. I'm talking about the $300 million, like the one you just saw on the news a couple weeks ago. Over $600 million on the line. And then McDonald's girl, that scandal and whatever, I don't know. Leave it to the news people, but we are going to be going over what you would do with $1 million, or $300 million, sorry. All you guys are probably like, hey, I'll go buy a car, I'll go buy a Lamborghini, or I'd go buy a Aston Martin. Not me. I'd buy a nice car, maybe a Mercedes or a BMW, or even a more expensive car than that. But I wouldn't buy a multi-million-dollar car. I'd buy a really nice house, but I would not buy a multi-million-dollar car. But I would buy a really nice house. My house now is already 4 stories with an attic and a basement included, but I don't know if you count that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get into the gameplay here. I'm running around the M4A1 red dot silencer, taking out some people, getting a rusty assist there. I don't know why I said rusty. I'm running sleight of hand, quick draw, and marksman. Yeah. So I just felt this game was special. I don't know why. Maybe because I was playing objective. Yeah. My name is xiCampTvx, my YouTube name, but I don't really camp. I do camp a little, but in this game I just felt like going for all the tags. Like, I was OBJ this game. And look at this. This is bullcrap. What was that? I already injured him, and I shot him a couple times when he was on the stairs. How? I didn't even get any hit markers. Come on. Come on. Like there. See, I killed that guy, and I ran and picked up both the tags. I did not deny and the confirm. But obviously, if I shoot that guy, I'm not gonna go pick up his tags. They're way down there right away. I'm gonna check the area and maybe go pick them up. Do I? No, my teammate does. But yeah. I'm more campy-ish than OBJ. I like going for kills, but I also like going for the wins and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, on to our next topic. What would you do? Wait, no. Sorry. I almost died. Alright, so we were bird hunting, me and my brother. I killed a bird, you know, because we're bird hunting. I'm probably gonna get some hate from that, but alright. Post hate related comments below. Yeah, so we go inside to get something to eat. It was about lunchtime. This was 2 years ago on Columbus Day. So, fail. That was terrible. So, I go back out. My brother's still in the house eating. Boom. There's my brother with a freaking Remington, or, frick. Diamondback, I think it was called. Yeah. Not a Remington. I can't remember the name, but boom. Right in the neck. And somehow, it managed to bounce off the bone right on your right shoulder. You know that bone right left to your collarbone? It managed to bounce right off that and go somewhere under my left shoulder collarbone. So, if I would've got shot straight on, that would've been bad. I probably would've died. You know. So, my mom called the ambulance. She put a rag on it so it would stop the bleeding a little. She called the ambulance. It was blood everywhere, down my shirt, all down my body, you know. It was crazy. It was like, ugh. Anyway. We were in the ambulance ride up, and this is kind of a side story to the regular story. The guy was like, "What do you do? What do you do for fun? What do you like to do?" And I was like, Xbox is pretty fun, you know." He was like, "Oh, you do? what games do you play? And I was like, Modern Warfare 2, because that was the latest Call of Duty that was out that time period. And he was like, hey, I play Modern Warfare 2 too. He's like, maybe 30 something, maybe 20, late 20s, low 30s. And then he shouts to this guy up front sitting with my mom. It's another ambulance guy. He was like, hey, this guy likes to play Modern Warfare 2 too. And they're like, oh, we like it too. We play at the ambulance station all the time. And he showed me this weird stinger thing on Modern Warfare 2 where it went around the helicopter, came back down and killed him. And it was fun. It was a fun ambulance ride for being that bad. It really calmed me down and stuff. And it was really scary when I got shot. I thought I was definitely gonna die. It was like, oh, and I forgot to explain this. My brother had pumped the BB gun 40 times when the BB gun's only supposed to be pumped 10. So my grandpa, he's like a gun expert, you know, and he's a sheriff of the town. He's like, he said that it had the power of a 22 because he pumped it so many times. Yeah. So that was pretty scary. And then another time where I almost died. I had to get surgery and everything, and then I was fine, you know. Another time I almost died was when, when I was about 6 years old. This was a long time ago. Sorry, I keep moving the mic. This is a long time ago. Probably in second, third grade. Before we went to school one day, I was like, Mom, my stomach really hurts, you know? And then she was like, if go to school, and then if you don't feel well, go to the nurse and tell her that you have a stomach ache, and I'll come and pick you up, you know. And then and then so I was in gym, and we started running around the laps. You know, we do laps before we like play. So I did laps, and I was like, my stomach's really hurting me, you know. I better go down to the nurse. So maybe something's wrong. I was 6 years old. Come on. And then I went down to the nurse, and the nurse sent me home. My mom come and picked me up, and she was like, she called the doctor, and she was like, can you? She asked me if I could hop on one leg, and I was like, I hopped, and it hurt really bad. I don't know. That's like one of their tests if you have appendicitis, like I did. And I couldn't, so my mom, we rushed to the hospital. Me, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my other brother. We rushed to the hospital. Yeah, we rushed to the hospital. I had to get surgery. And did I say I had to get surgery for my BB? Getting shot by a BB gun? I didn't. It's still in me right now. It's still under my collarbone. They were debating it because it was under a vital, what's that word? Artery. There we go. It was under a vital artery, but they decided it's more riskier to take it out than it is to leave it in there. So, yeah, it was a stupid move on my part. But anyway, so I needed surgery. I got out, and it was all fine, you know. It was fine. I had to miss a long time for that, though. Really long time, like maybe a month. And all my classmates wrote me letters. It was pretty cool. I just saw one of them letters, like, I don't know, wasn't soon. It was like a year ago. That was pretty cool, looking back on it and seeing that letter. I thought it was from one of my friends. It was weird. So if you ever came close to dying, post that in the comments below, and post what you would do with $300 million. And also post, if you would like, what you did for Easter, what you got for Easter, you know, what you did over spring break. That'd be cool. Yeah, so this has been xiCampTv, and I hope you had a good spring break. I know we're almost going back to school here. It kind of sucks. But yeah, I think I got 33 kills. Let's just say 33. I can't fucking see. Alright, so this has been xiCampTv. Peace. Peace, homies. Homie dogs.